Today we are going to read about chapter 3 computer virus part 2. Part 1 already I have prepared, it is in my channel, you can see it afterwards, okay, if you have not seen it. In this chapter we will read about first of all types of viruses. Before going to the types of viruses, you know that what is a virus? Virus is a software which disturbs your normal functioning of a computer, right? Like that also one more software is there which is named as worm, and worm is also a software which disturbs your normal functioning of a computer. But they both have a thin difference between them. What are the difference between them is, first of all, slow to spread. Slow to spread means viruses are little bit slow as compared to worm. Why worm is more faster than a virus is because worm use a modern technology. What modern techniques to spread? Modern things, for example, email, internet, networks. It use network to spread. That's why it is, as compared to virus, it is very fast to spread in your computers. Second, what we have, virus require a host. What? Virus require a host. Host means what? A file or a document or anything from which a virus can store there, and with the help of that file only it will travel from one computer to another. Like that, virus require a host. मीन्स वायरस को एक जरिया चाहिए किसी और जगह में जाने के लिए, ब्रिज या कोई पर्सन या कोई फाइल या कोई डॉक्यूमेंट, लाइक दैट एनीथिंग. सेम वे worm is independent. Worm is independent. Worm does not require any host to spread. It spreads by its own. It don't need any, it wouldn't want any help from any file or folder or device. It will go from its own, and it is, that's why it is an independent virus or worm, we can say. Okay, as per their way of spreading, of viruses, how they spread, which part they spread, they are categorized in different points. First of all, as per the characteristics, characterized virus is boot sector virus. What is a boot sector virus? Boot sector virus is a virus, as you know by the name also it can indicate. Boot sector virus is a virus which attacks directly to the boot sector. What do you mean by a boot sector? These are the 3 points what I have taught in the chapter. So important points are there. First of all, attack to the boot sector. What is the meaning of a boot sector? Boot means, booting of a computer means starting up of a computer. When we switch on the UPS, and after that UPS when we switch on the CPU, what the time taken by the computer to start up, that process of starting up of a process is known as a booting. Okay, and this virus are attached to the floppy disk or hard disk of your computer, and when they are attached to your floppy disk and hard disk, they directly attack to the boot sector of the virus. Boot sector means that part of your computer which help the computer to start up. When they attack on the boot sector, it will make the boot sector slow. What? It makes the boot sector slow, and when the boot sector is slow means your computer may not be starting up, means not getting open properly, or it will maybe a little bit late, means computer को start होने में थोड़ा time या कभी-कभी तो start होता भी नहीं है if it's attacked on a boot sector. Very slow to replicate. Very slow to replicate means why very slow means boot sector virus required a floppy disk or hard disk to travel from one computer to another. Until that floppy or hard disk will not taken to the another computer, until that they can't be spreaded. Okay, they can't be replicated to another computer, because that time hard disks are fitted inside the CPU only. So CPU means how you will remove the hard disk and use in the other computer. So less people are using like that. That's why they are very slow to replicate. They are very slow to spread. Replicate means spreading only. Okay. And extinct. Extinct word means totally extinction. Means ये पूरा खत्म ही हो चुका है लगभग, और इसका इस्तेमाल नहीं किया जा रहा है. Extinct. How they have extinct means what I have told you. They spread through floppy disks or hard disks. Floppy disks are already extincting. Okay. In place of floppy disks, what we have now, CDs, DVDs, and now also in present, in place of CD, DVD, what we have, pen drive. So that's why, because they are coming from our floppy disks and hard disks, they have extinct also. With the extinction of floppy disks, they are also extinct. But now also some people are using the older version, older computers. they may get some problem like this. Some examples of a boot sector virus are given. For example, Brain, Michelangelo, and Stoned. They are the name of given to the boot sector virus who are acting at that time when their floppy and hard disks we are using a lot. This boot sector virus, 3 examples are there, understood? Now next we will read about one more virus. It's a file virus. What? File viruses. File virus. As the name indicates, file virus, it's attack to the file or DLL. What is DLL? DLL stands for our dynamic link libraries. What? Dynamic link libraries. It's, as per name also only indicates, it attack to the file or DLL file. File means you know that .exe or .com .like, if any doc like this is there, then you can see that this file virus can be attacked. And this file virus can be spread easily with that file which they have attacked already. For example, you have made a paint, and for example you have made an Excel or Word, anything document you have made, and in that file they already have attached to them. Okay, when you take that file to another computer, what they will do? They will replicate with that file only. When you open that file, they will also get executed. When you execute that file, in which file they are attached, this virus also executed. Understood? And this virus, we have some examples: Sunday, Cascade, and Clavix. These are the example for the file virus. And next, what we read about is macro virus, and or it is also known as document virus. Little bit same as our file virus, but they are written in macro languages. They are written in macro languages, and specially to design for attaching to a document, not a file. They will attach to a document, a full document they will attach, and when that document will be sent to someone, when that person open that document, this virus will get affected or executed. Previously I have already taught you about it. Melissa is one of the example previously taught already. Melissa is the greatest virus attack in our computer society. So this also comes under the macro viruses because they are written in a macro languages, a special language used in a computer languages. So when they are attached to a document, when you execute that document, when you open the document, that virus also get executed. And this virus also will be travel with that particular document in which you have attached the virus. Okay, same as traveling method as same as file virus only. When you send the document, मान लो आपने किसी ने आपको एक मैसेज आया, आपने खोला, आपको वायरस मिल गया, बट आपने वही मैसेज को किसी और को भेज दिया, तो अब जब उसने वो मैसेज खोला तो उसे मिल गया वायरस. तो वायरस विल ट्रेवल विद इट्स होस्ट ओनली, मींस आपने जिसके साथ इसको जोड़ा है वो उसी के साथ ही ट्रेवल करेगा. Some more examples are there: wm.niceday and Bablas. What? Bablas. There are some examples for the macro viruses. After this, we will read about multipartite virus. What? Multipartite virus. It's have a unique policy. It's in fact both hard disk sector and the executable file. Means boot sector virus, it attack on the hard disk sector. It's work as a boot sector also. Executable file, it attacks as in a executable file also. Executable file means this, like this files. Okay, means it's a this multipartite virus. As per the name indicates, multi, it works like two viruses. One file virus and another one is boot sector virus. So this virus is very unique one, or we can say a very powerful one also. That's why their names are given like that only. Example: Emperor, Tecula, and Natas. Okay. After this multipartite virus, we have one more unique virus, that is polymorphic virus. Polymorphic virus. Polymorphic virus has a unique talent in it. What the unique talent is? It has a talent to change itself. What? Change itself. For example, a thief is there who can change its face frequently by makeup or something else. It is very difficult to catch that particular thief because he can take any face in the market. He can do any makeup on his face and he can change itself. Its appearance, it will can change. For example, in Hindi, what I will tell you, अगर एक चोर है और उसके पास फेस बदलने का बड़ा अच्छा टैलेंट है, तो उसको पकड़ना लगभग नामुमकिन है ना, लगभग नामुमकिन है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन धूम 2. Okay, Dhoom 2 movie you have seen. The question have changed face and he was stealing the things. Like that only, this polymorphic virus also have a changing itself talent by which it's change its appearance in the computer in different places. It will attack change by changing its appearance. When it changes appearance, it is very difficult to detect a virus or a polymorphic virus to our antivirus. Antivirus feel very difficult to detect this type of virus and remove it. Some type of virus examples are Sattenberg, Elkern and Proud. What? Elkern, Sattenberg and Proud are some examples of polymorphic virus. And what is the unique talent polymorphic virus have? It can change itself, means it can change its appearance by which a antivirus can maybe confuse that this is a virus or not, like that. After that we have a stealth virus. What? The last virus in the types of category of viruses, stealth virus. As the name indicates, stealth means impossible to detect. This virus means a silent killer type. What? A silent killer. It is very impossible to detect. Okay, antivirus feel very impossible to detect a stealth virus. And stealth virus, as it sit quietly on a place and slowly it attack in your computer, and it is very silently it will attack. That's why it is also known as a silent killer. And this, for some example of a stealth virus are Whale and Jabberwock. What? Jabberwock. So this much for our types of viruses or categories of viruses. Now we will learn about worms and types of different worms we are using on we are learning or knowing in our world. Okay, the topic worms, we have already discussed that worm is little bit same as in virus, only not that much difference between them. But worm is an independent type, means it doesn't need any help from human sources or any file or any document. There are two types of worm are there. First of all, male worm, then a pure worm. Male worm is carried by email messages. Male worm, as the name indicates, it is carried by the email messages, and with the help of the email messages we are attachment. For example, in WhatsApp also you are attaching a file, photos, pictures, videos, music, like that. Same thing we are also attaching, previously we are also attaching the same file, folders, videos, messages, images with the email also. With the attachment, they attach themselves also. With that attachment, they attach themselves also. And when you send the message to anyone, for example, your friend, you have sent the messages. When your friend download that image or video, that attachment file, when it download or open it, this male worm will be executed and started replicating itself by its own. How it will replicate itself? First of all, without any human intervention, means without any human help, it will automatically search the addresses, email addresses of different people in your computer. Email addresses of different people in your computer. After selecting some particular or frequently used, not frequently, maximum used email addresses, it will send them automatically the message without your permission, without your knowledge. It will send automatically the same message to them also. When they download the message, they will also get affected by the male worm. Understood about the male worm? Then we have a pure worm. Pure worm is same as a virus also. But only one difference is there. It is frequently same as a virus, but only one difference is there. It doesn't want any human help. It's spread through the connection between the source and the target. Any connection is done between the source and the target, for example by data cable or by Bluetooth or by Wi-Fi, like that. Any connection is there, it will spread with the help of the connection without the knowledge of your or without the knowledge of the person or the source or the target. It will spread himself and start acting or start disturbing your normal functioning of a computer. In this page only in your book, it is given the difference between the virus and the worm. Just read that difference between virus and worm. You will better understand what I want to say. After this, we will read about Trojans or Trojan horses. What? Trojan or Trojan horses. Trojan or Trojan horses. it is a little bit a trick user. This type of viruses are used to trick the users. Means, for example, I have sent you a advertisement, or you have seen an advertisement and you have seen a very interesting game on a Play Store. Like it's some different apps you are seeing, right? This app, if you are getting some interesting about this, what you will do? Just download it and install it, right? They like this only. Some hackers or some virus developer who make that viruses are preparing like that apps and advertisement, and when you see on that advertisement or app, you just download it or watch it or open it. When you download it, watch it or open it, what it will do? It will start attacking on your computer and the virus will activate it, and it will start taking your personal information. Personal information, for example, your bank account details, bank and your personal information, date of birth, like that, where you are jobbing, salary list, every personal information they can take from you if you have by mistakenly downloaded any unknown sources of a advertisement or app. Some example of this app is Juice or Corefloat or Vendo. What? Vendo. This Trojan app, this Trojan will, unlike virus and worm, it will not replicate itself. It will not replicate itself. You will replicate it. Means you will download the unknown sources, you will watch the unknown advertisements. Means it will not do for itself anything. You will do for him, like that. Okay. After this, we have a spyware. What is a spyware? Means spyware is installed without user's knowledge. When you buy a new mobile, when you give a mobile for your repairing, or when you buy a new laptop or computer, maybe that person is thief, or maybe that person is a bad one. So it will install a spyware virus in your computer, which reduce, and spyware is a very fine virus which will be very difficult to detect, and you will not at all think that any like this app, some app like this, was installed in your computer. So how do you will get to know that something is there in your computer or mobile that is making trouble to your normal functioning of computer or mobile? How? Means this spyware slowly reduce your battery life, and maybe it use excessive data uses. You have not used 2 GB till now, but it show you that already you have downloaded all the 2 GB, or you have used all the 2 GB. Like this, they will steal your personal information and steal your data and everything by this process. So spyware is one of the silent killer also. Spyware are installed without user's knowledge. And one example I have given in your book, 2-3 examples are there, but one example I have given, Cool Web Search. What? Cool Web Search. This all we have learned till now is about viruses, worms, and Trojan and spyware. These are the two different from virus and different from worms also. They are the two unique way of attacking our computer. Now we will read about some prevention should be taken regarding this viruses, worms, and Trojan and spywares. Prevention means how to prevent your computer from the viruses, worms, Trojans, or spyware. You should follow some simple steps to prevent your computer. What? First one, always have an antivirus in your computer. Always have an antivirus in your computer or mobile. Second, think before opening any website or website. Okay. Think before you're opening any website. When you are going to any website, you just think once, okay, is it good, or it is protected, or it is not protected, like that. Security setting. Your security setting should be always high. Means there should be a high security in your computer or in your mobile. Scan your external devices. For example, you have brought a movie from your friend or a game from your friend. Scan the pen drive or hard disk before using in your computer. When you are using in your computer, it will first should be scanned, and after that only you just open the pen drive or hard disk. Then use a strong password. There should be always a strong password so that not other person should crack your password or should use your personal information to blackmail you or other things, or to make you steal your money from your bank account, like that. When you are using a public or a Wi-Fi, use it carefully. We have to think that it is safe or not, because some viruses are coming from the networking, for example Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, like that. Backup your files always. Always backup your files, so that when a virus attack in your computer, if it's damaged the file also, you have the backup, means it's not to worry. You have the backup, you can use it anytime, anywhere. Okay. Then update your operating system, security settings and antivirus, all the things you should be up to date, because if any new virus come to your computer, they will not knowing about the virus, they will get attacked or affected by the virus. Then when you are using an internet or search engine like that, they should be always use a firewall. What? A firewall, so that other viruses should not enter in your computer. 10 number, ad blocker, or it is given in a book, pop-up blocker, means if when you are doing Facebook, for example, when you are using Facebook or you are using YouTube in your laptop or computer, some unnecessary or unpleasant ads are coming. Some unnecessary and unpleasant ads are coming, that should be blocked by the ad blocker option. Okay. Anti-spyware. When any spyware is in your computer, that anti-spyware will search it and it will uninstall it automatically. So you should have an anti-spyware in your computer also. So this is the prevention method by which you can prevent your computer or mobile. So I hope you all have understood well, and if any problem is there, you can comment me. And for this much for today, students, thank you and have a nice day.